Hello and welcome back to Crochet 101 with me, Athena. Today we are doing something so special. Hold on, let me get a drink really quick. That's better. So, like I said, today we are going to be making our very first project in the series, which is, as you can guess, some lovely single crochet coasters. And these are so awesome because you can make so many of these in one day, and this usually takes less than an hour, but if it takes a little more for you, don't worry, because the fact that you are making stuff is beautiful, and like I say in every video, there is no judgment here. So these coasters are going to be flat, and they're just going to be done in the round, which means we're going to start with a magic circle, and if you don't know how to do that, I will link the magic circle video that I made in the description. So for this project, you're going to need your scissors, you're going to need some yarn, and I recommend medium weight, but it could be any color and any fiber type, and a hook that could be in any range between 3 and 5 millimeters. Today though, I'm using a 3.75 millimeter hook. Alright, so we're going to start with the magic ring, or the magic circle. And we're going to take our fingers and we're just going to wrap the yarn around so it looks like this. And what I like to do is you're going to take your crochet hook underneath and pull this through. And now you have something that looks like this. And what you're going to do with that is you're going to go under, so put your hook under, and you're going to take your yarn, not the tail end, the long end, and you're going to yarn over. Just like that. You're going to yarn over and you're going to pull through both of those hooks right there, both of those loops. And now you have your first stitch, and we're going to be doing 6 of these inside of this little magic circle. So we're going to go under with our hook, yarn over, pull the yarn under, and then we're going to yarn over again and pull through. So that was 2. So now we're going to do 3, 4, 5, 6. So under, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So that was 3. We're going to go under, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So we're going to do 2 more of those. All right, ready? Under, over, pull through, over, and pull through. And now we're going to do 1 more. So under, over, pull through, and pull through. All right, good job. So you should have something that looks like this. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take this little tail end right here, and we are going to pull it tight and get it pulled all the way as tight as it can possibly go. And this is going to close your magic ring. So now it should look something like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into these first 2 loops right here, and we're going to do a slip stitch. And if you remember a slip stitch, you basically put this, you yarn over, and you pull through both. You don't add any loops, you don't yarn over again, you just pull straight through. And that's how you get the beginning of your magic circle. So we're going to start the second row in a moment, but before we start any row when we're working the round, we want to make sure that we take this and we yarn over after we've already done our slip stitch, and we're going to yarn over and do a chain stitch, just 1 for a single crochet. That ensures that you have enough room to get height for the entire row. All right, so to start the next row, we are going to do 2 single crochet in every single stitch. So that should leave us with 6 going around. So we're going to yarn under in that very first stitch right there, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both. And we're going to do 1 more in that same stitch right there. So we're going to go back into that stitch, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through. So this might actually be a little bit difficult if you made your stitches tight, so make sure that you have a good tension on your stitches so they're not too loose and they're not too tight. So we're going to do that again. We're going to go in the next stitch, which is right here, and we're going to yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both. We're going to go back into that stitch, so go back into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both. And you can see how it's building up right here. So we're gonna do it again. So we're gonna go into the next stitch. And sometimes these stitches can be a little bit hard. It really does depend on what type of yarn you're using. So we're gonna find the next stitch and we're gonna yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both, and then we're gonna go back in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both. So we still have about half of this circle, this row left to go. So I'm going to continue on through this row, and if you need any help, please refer back and you can go back to the beginning of this part and it will explain all of it. But for now, I'm just gonna finish this row and I will meet you there. We have finished it, and you can see that we have this right here, which is the beginning of the row, and this, which is the end. And there's no more stitches to go into. So what we're gonna do is the same thing as last time. We're gonna go into that first stitch and we're just gonna do a slip stitch. So we're gonna just pull, yarn over, and pull through both. We're not gonna do any going under or anything. Now we have a little flat circle, and the main goal here is to keep it flat because it's a coaster, because you don't want your coaster looking like a little bowl. I mean, maybe you do, but for this project, it's supposed to be flat. All right, so to start the third row, we're gonna do the same exact thing. We're going to yarn over and pull through, which creates a chain stitch, which adds height. And then we're going to do another combination. So instead of doing 2 of the single crochets, we're going to do 2 single crochets, then 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochets, then 1 single crochet, and so on. So we're gonna go in to the first stitch right there, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both. And then we're gonna go back into that same stitch, and we're gonna yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through both. So now that we've done 2 single crochets, it's time for the 1 single crochet. So we're gonna go into the second stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both. And now that we've done that, we're gonna keep alternating patterns. So now it's time for 2 single crochets. So 1, and go back in for the second one, and 2. And now it's time for 1 again. So we're just gonna go in and do 1 single crochet. And now we're gonna go back and do 2. So I'm sure you can start seeing the idea for this row and the pattern. So it's basically just 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, all the way around. So now we've got it almost halfway done, and we just did 2, so we're gonna do 1 more, and then we're gonna keep going. And it's always good to check to see where the end of the row is, because you don't want to accidentally go over. And I think I am approaching the end of the row. So you did it! You did an amazing job. This is the end of your second actual row, but your third row overall. So what you're gonna do is the same exact thing as last time. Go into that first stitch and just do a slip stitch. And there you have it. So your coaster is about halfway done now. But as you can see, it's a little bit too small still. All right, for the fourth row, we're gonna do the same thing. So the pattern is 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. And here's what it looks like. So we're gonna go into the first stitch and do 2 single crochets. Just like that. And then we're gonna do 1, so go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and then we're gonna do 1 more of the 1. So we're gonna go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. All right, so now that is the base pattern. So the next thing we're gonna do is do 2, and then in the next one, 1, and the next one, 1. And we're just gonna keep doing that all the way around. All right, so now we are at the end of the 4th row, and I like to include, when I say rows, I like to include the magic circle row. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in and do a slip stitch, and then we're going to do 1 chain stitch so we can continue with our 5th row. And this one has another new pattern. All right, so for this 4th row, we are going to be doing a 2, 1, 1, 1 pattern. So we're going to be doing 2 single crochets in the first stitch, just like this. So 1, back in, over, through both. And then we're going to be doing 1 single crochet in this one, 1 single crochet in this one, 1 single crochet in this one, and then another 2 single crochets. So let me show you how to do that. So we're going to go in for a single crochet in this one, a single crochet in the next one, a single crochet in the 3rd one, and we did a single crochet in the 4th stitch, and then we're going to do 2 single crochets in the 5th stitch. So that's 1, and that is 2. All right, so let's do that pattern again. That's 1 single crochet, and then a 2nd single crochet in the next one, and then a 3rd single crochet, and now we're going to do 2 single crochets, so 1 and 2. So I'm going to continue on with this row, but I will meet you guys back when it's time to finish the row. All right, so to close this off, we are going to go into this stitch, the first stitch, and just pull through. And then we're gonna take our scissors and leave a little bit of length because you're gonna wanna weave this in for strength. We're just gonna snip it right about there. All right, so we're gonna pull this, and this is how I like to close my things. This is not how everyone does. So if you have a method that works for you, do that. But I like to take this loop right here that we've made with the slip stitch and take this yarn and pull it through and pull it tight. So we are just gonna take the ends and we are going to weave them in. So we are just gonna go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth like this. So we're gonna go up and we're gonna pull it through, and then we're gonna go in from the other side and we're gonna pull it through, and we are gonna keep doing that until there's just a little bit left. And it's done! Look at that. I think yours came out just as beautiful, and I am so excited for you to have a place to put your drink. And you can make as many of these as you want. All in all, you should be so proud of yourself for branching out and trying a full project. Thank you so much for watching. It absolutely means the world, and your support means that I can continue to keep teaching and keep showing you all of the wonders and beauty in the art of crochet. All right, friends, until next time, happy making!